Johann Trollmann was called Rukeli in the Sinti community, which comes from the word Ruk, which means tree in the Romani Sint language.
Johann Rukeli Trollmann was born on the 27th of December 1907 near Hanover as one of 9 children into a German Sinti family.
Competing with the Heroes Eintracht boxing club in Hanover.
Trollmann won 4 regional championships and a North German championship before turning 20. In 1928, he was not selected for the Olympic Games in Amsterdam for his non-German style of boxing. Trollmann decided to turn professional.
Between October 1929 and May 1933, he won 29 of his 52 fights. Yet, with the rise of the Nazis, the right-wing media increasingly abused him as the gypsy in the ring. In 1933, the light heavyweight title had been vacated by the Jewish holder Erich Seelig, who had fled Germany in fear of his life. On 9 June 1933, Trollmann boxed against Adolf Witt for the German light heavyweight title. Rukeli was on course to win the bout. However, when the Nazi chairman of the boxing authority intervened, ordering the judges to call a no decision and not to award the title. This decision caused such an uproar among the audience that Rukeli had to be hastily crowned champion after all. However, only a few days later he was stripped of the title again by the German boxing authorities because of bad boxing. A new fight was scheduled for the 21st July, and Rukeli was ordered to fight in the German style and not to dance like a gypsy. He knew he was meant to lose this fight because he was a Sinto. Rukeli entered the ring with his face and body powdered white with flour and his hair dyed blonde, a caricature of an Aryan and a courageous act of protest against his discrimination. He just stood still and took the blows of his opponent Gustav Eder until he was knocked out in the 5th round. This marked the end of his boxing career. Over the next few years, he was sent twice to Hanover-Allen labor camp. He managed to escape, and he went into hiding for a time to avoid further persecution. He divorced his non-Sinti wife in order to protect her and his little daughter, Rita, following the outbreak of war in 1939. He was drafted into the German army and injured on the Eastern Front in 1941, expelled from the Wehrmacht in 1942 for racial reasons, along with all Sinti and Roma. Shortly thereafter, he was arrested by the Gestapo, severely tortured, and transported to Neuengamme concentration camp near Hamburg. Because of his deteriorating health, the Underground Prisoners Committee faked his death, provided him with a false identity, and managed to get him transferred to Wittenberg. But here too, Trollmann was again recognized as the former boxer. He was forced to box in the camp against other Roma and Jewish fellow inmates. The losers in these fights were sometimes shot minutes after. In the end, he was forced to fight Emil Cornelius, a feared capo. Trollmann won against him. However, in a brutal act of revenge, Cornelius beat him to death with a shovel. Johann Rukeli Trollmann died on 9 April 1944 in Wittenberg when he was 36 years old. It took 70 years till 2003 when Johann Rukeli Trollmann was posthumously awarded his championship belt. In 2010, a temporary memorial called 9841, Rukeli's prison number in Neuengamme, was set up in his honor in Berlin's Victoria Park, in close vicinity to where the 1933 championship fight had taken place.